Hello, welcome to CAT Interstellar on Steam. Early access, very early access. This game is far from complete. It's a game about terraforming a planet. And if the recording doesn't get interrupted, I'll take a look at the base.
I see we have a successful boot sequence with Unit 38 DOG.
Yeah, looks like she's coming online now.
Good. Go ahead and attach the surveying module. Then initialize the comm link.
Adding surveying module now. Once we get this installed, she'll be equipped with everything she needs to operate in the caves.
Dog? Can you hear me?
Sorry, but we weren't shipped any pitch modulators. She won't be able to respond.
I see. Never mind then. Please activate our navigation protocols. I'll brief her on the way to the command room, then send her to the blast doors.
Roger that.
Follow me, dog. I understand it must be a little disconcerting waking up for the first time. Regardless, it's very important that you complete your mission before the humans conduct their planetary analysis. Our sector stands to be one of the most prominent on the planet. I'll explain in more detail once we get to the command room. We'll have to go through the nursery, though. The main hallway is under repair after a recent incident with the skylift. Even though we were originally tasked with producing and infusing ammonia in the atmosphere, we've had a tremendous amount of success engineering certain strains of plants that can survive on the planet. It's also important to note that the glowing bacteria on the left is one of the greatest scientific discoveries in human history. You may also encounter our short-haired test companion at some point. Every now and then you can find her prowling around the plants in here. She mainly sticks to the air ducts. I'll try to make this quick because we need to get you in the mines as soon as possible. The reason you're here is because we recently discovered a generous deposit of graphite while anchoring the skylift. Unfortunately, we've had some difficulty finding its exact location. Over the next few months, you'll be helping us mark the deposits. We've established a small mine a few hundred meters from here, and that's where you'll start. While the promise of population relief for Earth will never become a reality, successful colonization will all but ensure the survival of the human race. Those are becoming increasingly common. It wasn't completely unexpected, but we are finding that some of our more aggressive terraforming techniques may have had some unforeseen results. The research division has not yet had the opportunity to conduct a thorough investigation into the geology of this planet. Much to their frustration, the UNC placed rush orders on all of our excavations, and it appears unlikely that any future environmental studies will take place in the near future. Alright, time to get to work. Head down the stairs to the left. The exit is at the end of the hallway. Android 341 will give you your assignments. Oh, and before I forget, welcome to Mars.
Oh, get your ass to Mars, eh? It's Mars. So, this is not my first attempt at recording this. In the previous video, I went to show because you go to the title screen, there's no options menu. The button to exit doesn't work. Sorry, very early access game. And when I pressed escape to bring up the options menu, the recording kept stopping and starting. So, I'm not able to show that right now, but I will say that you can bring up an options menu. There's separate volume sliders for the audio, and there's some graphics options. There's a field of view slider there, and a few options. There's some options for subtitles. But I'm not able to show the menu because the recording will be stopped if I did it. So you talk to this guy over here.
How's it going? Hopefully Android 1 didn't bore you too much with the details. I'm sure you're anxious to get to work. I'm going to activate your P thrusters now. You should be able to cover twice the distance when you need to. You'll also be able to jump, kind of like an actual dog. Just a couple things before we get you to the mines. Could you run one of these containers of fertilizer over to the greenhouse? I know Android 52 also needs some help over at the skylift, but he's the last one who's going to complain if you're late. Feel free to explore the base some more, but don't let Android 1 see you using those thrusters inside. Alright, I'll get these blast doors open for you. Take a ride as soon as you exit the greenhouse. If you need help finding the skylift, just look up. You can't miss it.
So he said take a right immediately to go to the greenhouse, so I assume it's down this way. So graphics options, there's a scaling option in the graphics menu, and I found that reducing that increases the frame rate. At the moment I'm getting about 40 FPS here, about 40. You can double jump spacebar twice in the air. There's the greenhouse.
I didn't know they had a dog up and running. Thanks for bringing the fertilizer. If you don't mind, just put it in the dispenser. It'll automatically mix it in with the well water and send it to the sprinkler system.
You mean here? Or maybe here.
Thanks a lot, dog. Should do it for today. I think Android 52 needs some help over at the skylift when you get a chance.
So, that's the greenhouse. Mars Quake, or whatever it is. See the guy up in the window? And you go this way for the skylift.
Dog, glad to see you moving around on your own. Wasn't sure how well your memory cache held up when we unloaded you. Stutter drive technology is still a little shady. We've had some pretty bad luck around here lately. An earthquake caused a small explosion in one of the turbines, and the aftershock sent a ripple through the links. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty cool to see this thing tear itself apart. One of the lynx even landed on the base. Android 1 obviously wasn't too happy about it, but for the most part we got everything working again. I'm really surprised it wasn't worse. Anyway, we were in the middle of a shipment when it happened, and some of the crates we were sending up went flying. That wasn't bad enough. A sandstorm set in while we were repairing the lift, and the crates got blown all over the place. On the bright side, it was actually a small shipment of graphite, so this would be a good chance to test that sensor of yours out. You should start to pick up a faint trace of graphite in the air when you're close. You'll know it when you see it. There's only 3 left, so just place them in the skylift when you find them. They've already been pretty battered by the storm and the fall, so don't hesitate to throw them around if you're in a hurry. Just try not to drop them in the pit, or we'll never get them back. I'll be here when you're done.
So you go and find the traces sign, and you 3 of these crates. There's one. And you go exploring, and you pick up the traces, the blue vapor stuff, and have a look around, and there's the second one. So, Mars, eh? And this thing that you control isn't just limited to skimming the surface. Like if you go over here, you can jump up onto the go up onto the rocks. This way, and there's number 3. Crate number 3.
Once you get unloaded, you can activate the skylift using the monitor up those stairs.
Activate the monitor.
Thanks for the help, dog. You saved us a lot of time. Anyway, Android 1 has been messaging me since you left. He wants you to meet him over at the mine. If you follow this green power tube back, you should see it on your left. There's 2 light posts out front.
You follow the green power cable back. And you go this way. Just follow the green power cable.
Dog, I trust you're comfortable using your equipment. These These mines are inherently dangerous, so stay focused and don't jump down any pits. If you find yourself needing to jump across a large gap, your P thrusters are capable of producing a secondary blast mid-air. It will help you navigate the mines, but won't save you from a fall. You shouldn't need them in here, but they'll be indispensable as you get deeper in the mine. That's the alarm for the pressure sensor. Stay close. This isn't good, Doug. These numbers are too high. Something's wrong. I've got to get to the main control.
Darn. And down here, that's pretty much it. There's footprints there, there we go. Thanks for playing the first part of Cat Interstellar. We really appreciate your support and feedback. The purpose of this build is to refine the player controls, give you an introduction into the story. We highly encourage you to give us feedback in the forums. Once again, thanks for playing. And you can explore down here, the caves, but there isn't anything to interact with down here. I'm probably going to put stuff in here later on. Big cave. And that is it for Cat Interstellar. A game in very early access on Steam at the moment. Just checking it out and having a look. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Oh wow. If I stare at this rock face here, I suddenly get 60 frames per second. See ya.